remember we said what is the amplitude, frequency, wavelength, and wave speed. So the first thing is, what do we do? What is the amplitude? The amplitude here is A. So write the. Hi guys, welcome to today's class. Today we'll be looking into progressive wave equation and we'll be solving a question which you have exactly on the board. So this is it. If y equals 15 sine to 200 pi t minus pi over 17x, find A, amplitude, B, find frequency, C, find wavelength, and D, find the wavelength. So if we are going to solve something like this, the first we'll consider is, let's write out the formula. Now we know that the formula is y equals a sine two pi over lambda. Then you have Vt minus x. So this is the basic progressive wave equation formula. So now what I'll just do is I'll just split or I multiply into the brackets. So this is y equals a sine then this goes in as 2 pi Vt over lambda minus this also multiplies into, which is 2 pi x over lambda. So, but there's something I want you to take note of. We know generally that from waves, we have v, which is the wave speed, equals the frequency times lambda. We know this. So eventually, when we make the frequency subjects, the frequency gives you v over lambda. If you take a very close look, you see that we can get that from this. So if I have my v over lambda, then that means that I have replaced f in that place. So with that gives me y equals a sine two pi ft minus, this thing comes out like this, 2 pi x over lambda. So I have this. Now, in progressive wave equation, the basic thing you need to know is it's all about comparisons. Now, if you look so closely, you see that my question is y equals 15 sine 200 pi t minus pi over 17x. So if I write this out, this is y equals 15 sine 200 t pi t minus, then the last one is pi over 17x. The last one is pi over 17x. So I'm going to add pi over 17x here. Pi over 17x So that's exactly what I have here. So guys, the next thing I'll just do here, which is very simple, is to compare them. How? Then the amplitude A goes to 15, sine to sine, which is the same. Then the whole of this 2 pi ft we go with this. Then you have all of these to this. Are you there? So that it is easy to answer these questions now. Because remember, we said what is the amplitude, frequency, wavelength, and wave speed. So the first thing is, what do we do? What is the amplitude? The amplitude here is A. So write this as amplitude is equals 15 meters. And don't forget that amplitude is the maximum displacement of rest. So, or some people usually see it as the point or the maximum displacement of rest. Yes, that's what it basically sees as. So it means that that's A. Now, how do I get my frequency? My frequency comes as B, which is 2 pi f t equals, I'm comparing, don't forget guys, 200, which is 200 pi t. So pi cancels pi, and t cancels t. So you are left with 2f equals 200. So what's f? F is 100 hertz, because that's the frequency. Hertz. So how do I get the wavelength, which is C? That's another. So for me to get the wavelength, remember it is pi over 17 x. We've gotten the amplitude, which is the maximum displacement from the point of rest. We've gotten the frequency. So let's get the what? The wavelength. See? So still the same comparison. So this is pi over 17 x equals, looking at this one more time, you see that this is equals 2 pi over lambda x. So then we can now say that this cancels this. Then you have pi cancelling pi here directly. So when you cross multiply, you know when that is done, you are just left with 1 over 17x. X is out of it. 1 over 17 equals to 2 over lambda. Cross multiply. X is 34 meters. X is what? 34 meters. So it is wavelength. It will be in what? Meters. It can be in centimeters. It's not a problem. Just give it a measurement of length. The same thing is applicable to the amplitude. So what is the speed? Also very straightforward. The speed, we wrote that earlier, is V equals F lambda. The frequency is 100 hertz. So if that's 100 hertz, that gives you 100. Wavelength is what? 34 meters. So multiply through. So the speed will be 100 times 34. That's 3,400 meters. 3,400 meters per second. It is velocity. So that's so successful. Thank you very much, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.